Howdy folks, it's Meandering Mike in the man cave of madness. It's in the middle of the evening. We are continuing our playthrough of the Quatre scenario in Napoleon's Last Battles. This is a 1976 game, a Quatre game, four battles. There's also a campaign available. We're doing the Battle of Quatre. It is June 16th, 1815. We are now on the third game turn, which is 1600 hours. We're keeping track of the points scored for controlling Quatre. So at the end of turn 1 and 2, the Anglo-Allies are getting points for that. But Ney, as you can see, is driving his way forward and hoping to take that crossroads. He is currently limited 9 strength points, 2 brigades of Netherlanders. He has lost 1 brigade of French infantry. We will see how the battle goes from here. So we are now starting this third turn. Do note that the British will get 2 infantry brigades, 1 artillery battalion, two batteries worth, 2 strength points of artillery. They will come up on this road way up here. The last reinforcements came down the road this way, but his next 2 turns and this final reinforcements are coming on over here. All right, so what does Ney want to do? Let's move this up a little bit here. So the forces under Wellington seem to have formed a line. They're spread out. They're trying to protect their flanks. They're trying to avoid being flanked, surrounded, killed. Now they do have a disadvantage in overall strength points right now. So we'll see if the French are able to manhandle them. The French are at full morale right now. There was that limitation, a special rule in this scenario that the first 2 turns, the French morale level was only 10. And so if the French had lost 10 strength points the first 2 turns, boom, they would have been demoralized and have immediately lost the game. They're now at 25, so they've only lost the 5 strength points, so they'd have to lose 20 more over these next turns to have an automatic loss. So I think we can probably avoid that unless there are just way too many exchanges. But you can always compensate. If we shown, you can reduce the odds. You can try to do other things to lower that. Now, reinforcements coming up on this road here. They probably could only make it up as far as this town or just before it. The French could try to do some flanking here. This guy could be potentially eliminated. The cavalry costs 4, 5, 6, 7. They could actually get here. This guy could come here. So they could surround this guy. I think we're going to try that. 4, 5, 6, 7. Advance up. Okay, so in a case like this, once you get around your attacks, you make sure that you do the surrounding guy first. You wouldn't do this attack, say here, and then, oh, what if you retreated? Then this guy would no longer be surrounded. So you got to make sure you pay attention to the order of your attacks. Let's see. That is 9 in the woods. That is 7. That's 4. So that's a artillery and a cavalry. All right. 1, 2, 3, 6. Oh, la 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 la. The French have to be careful. So artillery-wise, artillery, if it's sitting here, it could bombard here. Artillery somewhere here could bombard there. They couldn't bombard across this. Okay, so from here or here, artillery could support there. Only artillery that would move directly adjacent could support there, so no bombardment. 10, 2, 2, 3, 3 to 1, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Don't want to risk that. Yeah, it's see, up to 3 guys could attack on this guy. Only 2 could attack here. This guy would have to be attacked. He could be attacked from here, or with just, for example, artillery just shooting at it. Question is, how far do they, they're trying to turn this flank here. They might not want to try to turn both flanks at the same time. That could be a little messy. 3, 8, 9. All right. Yeah, so that is the town. In the town where they were born lived a man who sailed the sea. Oh, wait. Nope, not that. 2 to 1. Do they really want to try to send more there or concentrate here? I think they're going to concentrate as much as they can. 9. Oh, let's see. Keep this guy towards the middle. Okay, I'm going to start to do that little angling again. Who has moved? Keeping track. So if they can get a 2 to 1 on this with artillery, so 18, 12. Yeah, they don't need a lot. Let's see if they bring this here. Is that right? 12, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. So this horse artillery, so between, this is going to be halved. 2, 12, 14, 15, 16. No, that's right. That cavalry's halved. There will be short a couple of points. So what they're going to do instead is this guy, this artillery is going to be here to shoot, but we need the cavalry. So 2, 9, 15, 20. That's 2 to 1 against 9 with the combined arms 3 to 1. So they'd have their best chance of pushing it back. They may just, let's see if they throw everything up here. Okay, there are my hands sort of in the way as I'm placing them. So what I'm doing, and I'm trying to keep it, this is where tweezers sometimes helps. This guy actually hasn't really committed a move yet. All right, so this guy, oh yeah, that's right. So no artillery across the ridge. 6, 6, 7. All right. This guy can actually move up. No. 7, 10, 15. That's 2 to 1. So they need to hit this here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, 3, 3. 1 to 2. This guy comes to here to attack this guy. These guys will concentrate here. These will concentrate here. They'll hit this. All right. I think that's what we're doing. let's start on the far flank here. We have a surrounded dude here. We're going to just attack at 3-1. We don't want to risk that exchange. Not at this point. At some point we might, but it's just a little 1 strength guy. Don't want to lose a 4 strength, 7 movement cavalry for that. So, looking over here. Reduce the odds to 3-1. Oops. So only in a 6 will they fail. We're going to switch that. We haven't used the black and red dice yet. All right. 1, they succeed. So that cavalry, the Netherlands cavalry unit, is destroyed. The he has to make a decision. He can advance into this square, or he could keep this line like this right now. Now again, I think he'll stay where he is. Keep a little spread out there. Keep the flank. Might as well do this one now. It's a 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. I'm not going to reduce it. I'm going to try to pursue that artillery. All right. Oh, they rolled a 6, so 2-1. That's a defender retreat. So he failed to do that. I'm going to come here, staying out in the clear. All right, this attack here, we've got 9 strength points. It's in the woods. Any cavalry attacking in is halved. 5. This cavalry is halved. 6, 7. Plus 7 is 14. Plus 6 is 20. That's a 2-1. We have artillery and cavalry and infantry combined arms up to a 3-1. So he's trying to roll anything but a 6 to retreat that guy. 6. Nay is just not succeeding here. So this guy is going to sort of spread out a bit. They're going to keep this. This artillery that shot from 2... Whoops. Let's show you where we're retreating to. So this guy here retreated to here. He's going to stay in the woods, sort of near the trail. He's sort of keeping a path here. These guys were here. They were just retreating down the road. It looks like there's a little bit of gap line, but it's not. These are covered by zones. So they retreat back to here. This artillery did not have to retreat because it was bombarding from 2 squares away. The Brunswick and British troops held in the woods here. So far, Wellington is doing quite well. These guys have got to decide, does it make sense if they succeed here? Or do they want to maybe reduce the odds and not push forward at this time? 4. This guy's halved. No. Wait a minute. Attacking out of the forest. But you're not attacking into the forest. And defense, that guy would be halved. But strength halved when attacking into or defending it. Okay, so this cavalry, he's not attacking into it. He's a full 5 strength. So he has a 1-to-1 odds here. We're going to roll that first and see what happens. So 1-to-1 is a 50-50. 1, 2, 3. They can retreat the defender. 1. He succeeds. He would pin those, but this guy, if he's here, he could come around, and they could sort of surround this guy. So they have to retreat. He succeeded. This guy's here. They're going to go back to here. That's their choice. Does he want to advance? No, I think it's too risky. If these guys here potentially could pin this guy, well, they can still do it right now. They could potentially do this if they're willing to come back into this square. He'd be have there. Maybe he wants to advance. Maybe he wants to pin those and just have this guy. See what they do. If they come around, But if they advance here and push him back, then, okay, they're going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to try it. He's going to push up. All right. So against these 7 strength points, oops, again, sorry. So they retreated to here. He did go ahead and advance. This guy, no matter what, can potentially come around here. But if they push back, and if these guys are all pinned, these guys can't get there. So just the question is, what are these guys going to do? And these guys here are going to, as long as these guys don't have retreat, if these guys can push them back, this guy can't get up this road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They can sort of move around, but they can't get way over here. So this pile of strength, it's mobile, not much. If they're pinned and they're pinned, there's just this guy potentially. The Brunswickers could be a little bold and try to do something. So, all right, Nay says, charge. You must succeed. So 10, and that's a 6, 18. So it's a 2-to-1. There is combined arms, infantry, cavalry, and artillery. The artillery cannot bombard across the ridge, but it is adjacent. That's why we stuffed it up there. So they are up to a 3-to-1. Will, so far they rolled 2 6s before on 3-to-1s. Let's see if on these critical times, Nay's luck is running afoul again. All right, let's switch die back to the brown dice. Where'd it go? Oh, another 6. Oh my goodness. This is crazy, crazy, crazy talk. All right. So, this guy is going to retreat to here. Keep that guy at the angle. He's going to retreat to there. All right. So they sort of retreated back, split up a little bit. There's artillery. Do it again. I have got to remember to flip that back. All right, so they were here. This guy went back to here. The horse archery went to here. The other 2 guys went to here. So now we have our 2 artillery are both in this square. If they want to try to come up and try to pin that, they're tripled there, not tripled, doubled. So there we are. We had a terrible turn for the French, other than killing this one guy in the flank. Everyone else retreated except for this guy. The 2 flanks worked, but this guy's got his nose stuck out there. The question is, how bold is the Brunswicker? We don't know. And unfortunately, with this ridge here, trying to use artillery to soak off this, if they try to do some surround thing and maybe actually kill 2 units. These guys are pinned. He could come up, but they can't shoot artillery across this ridge, so we'll have to see. All right, so that was the French portion of turn 3. We now have the British with a Hanoverian and some British. All right, they come on up there on that road. The first stack enters at a half. The next one enters at 1 cost. So half, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're back far enough. I'm not going to rotate the British because they're fewer enough in number that I can keep track of who's moved so far. So let's pull this closer so you can see what is going on here. All right. Trying to take advantage of that reprieve on the center there. Let's see. 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, if we can't get there. 2, he's gonna have to take 1 or 2. He can be 1 or 2. Oh, yeah, that's a death. But here, all right, so they're going to try it. Going to come up. This guy here potentially can be attacked by this. This guy here, they can throw some more troops on there. We got cavalry, 3, 4, 5. We need 10. Good luck, guys. You're not gonna. You don't have your 6 strength dude here yet. Dang, they can't get a 2-to-1. They can get a 1-to-1 shifted up to a 2-to-1. What a gutsy move. All right, well, it is what it is, right? 4. So the Brunswick and the Hanoverians are going to try that stuff. Do some crazy stuff, but they're going to cut off. I think they might want to come back. Refuse their right. That's their right flank. They're forming a pocket, Anna. Trying to make sure that they can't get surrounded. They're doing their best here. So again, this guy does not. Sorry. This guy will not attack first. These guys are surrounding him. Will attack him first. And then he'll do his 1-to-2 here. But we've got 4 strength, 7. So 7 against 5 is only a 1-to-1. You need 10 to have a 2-to-1. It is combined arms, so it's up to a 2-to-1. So they have a chance to, on a 1 through 4, eliminate that French Guards cavalry. All right, 2-to-1 here. See, 2-to-1. So only a 5 or 6 will they fail. You ready? Oh, they failed. Oops, you can't quite see there. So they tried to take advantage of that turned flank. Now, what this means is, so you don't want this guy to get surrounded. So he is going to retreat this way. This guy is going to retreat this way. This guy's going to retreat this way. They're going to spread out all over. And now this guy here has a 1-to-2 against this dude. So that only succeeds on a 1 or a 2. Retreats on a 4, 5, or 6. 6 retreats. So like the 1 or 2. If you have a 1-to-3, a 6 attacker limited. So they serve their purpose doing the soak off. Now they could come back here. They could way do the flank, but then trying to get back around. I think they'll go here in case the cavalry does try to attack them. They're keeping that. They're sort of threatening this guy. So that was interesting. There's a lot of lost opportunities on both sides. So only 1 strength point of Netherlander cavalry was killed. All right, so that is turn 3. Quatre is under control of the British. It is now becoming turn 4, the 1700 hours. 1700 hours. This is the last reinforcements are going to come on from that road. It is 2 6 strength brigades and a 2 for artillery. So this is the best of the British have to offer, hoping to try to turn the tide and stem the flow. All right. Nay. I said, well, maybe we should be more cautious. Maybe we shouldn't. Now, so there is an opportunity here. They can get 3 on this guy, and they can push this guy back. They can come in there and potentially surround this. get up next to Quatre, and that would certainly cause trouble for the Anglo-Allies. Would probably be, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can potentially get the 2 new guys in there. Depends on what these guys want to do. They got to be careful. If they stick their nose out here, they can get surrounded. So this maneuver needs to be very careful. So I definitely think they want to do whatever they, to eliminate this stack would be tremendously important. Oh boy, decisions. How to do this? 9, 6. Okay, again, there's those artillery cannot bombard there, and technically couldn't bombard from here because that's blocked and that's blocked there, so they couldn't shoot through that little crack because that's blocking and that's blocking. So yes, no artillery bombardment from 2x range against those guys. All right, there's the 7, there's the 6 artillery, 6 infantry, 6 infantry. All right, it's 9 in the middle. Again, if they have 18 against the middle and a shift, how good can they get against the Hanoverian there? Now, technically they can go to this square here if they're able to attack this. They could, for example, use the horse artillery to here. It could shoot along here. There's a crest here, but because this side is open, the horse artillery could shoot there. A guy here and here could attack. 9, 3, 1, 9. 7, 2. Calculate all the 2 5s are over here. We lost a 5. There are no 5 strength guys over here. But 10 strength against that is a 3 to 1. This all much thoughts. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Throw him into the breach. I want to come charging up that road here. All right, 7. Yeah, so this big brigade here, the biggest brigade of 6th Division of 2nd Corps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push him forward. 9. So we need 18. If we are doing this here, let's see, 7, 10, 16, 23, 6. This guy here, this cavalry. Let's see here. Let's see. He can come around. He can come up to here. Oops. Doo. This guy. Seven. This guy's halved. But rounding up, 3, 10, 16. No. He's not halved. Again, he's not attacking into the woods. And he's an infantry anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is not. So he's a full 5. 12, 18. It's 9 is a 2-to-1. Those 3 units right there have 18 strength points with all 3 combined numbers. Oh, it's only an 8. He only needs 16 anyway. That's right. This guy moved over here. So he can get the 3-to-1 here. So here 10 there. It's 3-to-1 against that. So, well, he can actually do that. 5, 6, 7. Alrighty, now having to decide what happens if these guys retreat. Here, here, here. I think these guys don't want to stick their neck out too far. He can potentially distance, keep anyone from coming around. Right now, he can easily get up there quickly. All right. So we're going to do this one first to try to advance into here to surround this guy. All right. So these 2 guys here, 10 strength points, an infantry and a cavalry. They do not have combined arms. They're attacking this guy with the 3 strength. It's a 3-to-1 odds. Zoom it back there a little bit. Now you can see it better. All right. So only on a 6 will they fail. Every time I say that, okay, they've succeeded. This guy has no choice but to retreat to here. They are going to advance the 6 strength. Can only advance with 1 unit. All right. Now they attack here. This is 8 strength points, 7, 12, 18, 2-to-1, plus combined arms. Again, I kept doing that. So this guy retreated to here. This infantry advanced. These guys are attacking. They have 18 against 8, which is 2-to-1. Combined arms, cavalry, artillery, infantry shifts up to 3-to-1. All right, here we go. 2, it succeeds. All right, so they managed to kill 8 more strength points. The Brunswickers and the Hanoverians are also been bled so far. It's been that's a British. That's not a Hanoverian. That's a Hanoverian. Oops. That's Hanoverian. That was a British unit here. All right, so they succeeded here. Advance up with the cavalry or advance up with the artillery or the infantry. Now, the infantry could get this big 7 next to this. That sort of leaves a spread here, but that's not too bad. This is woods. Get the biggest guy up next to the city. Force him to attack out of it and retreat out. This guy could then go this way or that, not engage the artillery or the cavalry, depending on what happens. So yeah, advance with the infantry. It looks like a gap, but it's not really because there's still zones here. They can't penetrate that far. All right, so now we have this battle over here. Now, this is attacking into the woods. He is halved. So that's 2, that's 6, 8. So it's not a 3-to-1. It's only a 2-to-1. So 1 through 4, they can succeed in killing another Brunswick brigade. 4 at 2-to-1 is just enough. They are peeling back these flanks now. They're in trouble. Now, do they want to advance? This is just a horse artillery here. They do here. It's still covering next to this square. If they try to attack from here, they don't have one here, but if they go to here, and that would, well, no, I think they're going to stay here where they're at. Not advance way over here to the flank. They'll stay where they're, again. He was eliminated. This guy's trying to decide, should he advance or he advance? I think they're going to keep him out on the flank And this guy's just going to stay where he's at. He's next to this guy, so if they try to come up and attack the horse artillery, if they put someone here, they'd have to attack him. So I think they'll just stay there. So that was turn 4 for the French. They managed to score some very important hits. There are 21 eliminated British strength points. What is their demoralization level? Again, if the French are demoralized, they lose immediately. If the British are demoralized, they can no longer advance after combat. If they reach disintegration, game over for them. All right, British demoralization level is at 25. So there is 10, 18, 21. 4 more strength points lost for the British, and they will lose their ability to advance after combat. All righty, so the French probably are willing to try to go for some exchanges at this point to demoralize the British. But it is the British's turn now. So it is, you can see right here, here's the guys. They'll be coming on. We've got these guys to maneuver. Oh boy, they're getting spankulated. So this big 7 dude, 1 to 2, they're gonna have to retreat. See, the problem is, if this guy hadn't been in here, if he's in here, yeah, there's no way to bombard this hex to make it so that this unit doesn't attack here. He's definitely going to lose. He's going to, and the French can advance in there and take Quatre this turn. Unfortunately, yes, the Anglo-Allies would have been actually a little better situation not having had that unit in that square. So maybe they try to make it so they can at least have a 1 to 2 or something and have a chance to repel the dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think they're gonna. They're gonna push the Hanoverians forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Wow, they are not looking in good shape here. Assuming they have to retreat. How far back? I think they want to. Boy, oh boy, let's see. Wow, it's not pretty. 2. Right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 2, 6, 4. It might be too little too late. Assuming he's going to have to retreat, probably. If not, though. Retreat. Oh, boy. They could go here. They could go here. They could try to... Interesting. I could try something crazy like that. Spread way out. Retreats come here, stack up. Succeeds, he can stay, otherwise retreats to there. All right. Desperate time, desperate measures. All right, folks, let's zoom in there a little closer. They have 2 obligatory attacks. They didn't push anything up here, would have to attack more things. So, you know, even if they got lucky and retreated this guy, and this guy could still retreat, it would be just insane to try to, you know, like, oh, make 1 to 2 attacks in a row or something. And it's possible, it happens. Sometimes desperation like that wins it for you, but not right now. So they have 4, 5 against 7. It's a 1 to 2 odds. They just want plain old 1 to 2. I'm not going to go down to a 1 to 3. So I'll zoom out. All right, here we go. 1 to 2 odds. 2. They actually succeed. So they push back the French. The French will probably go into the woods there, spread that line out. The advanced one just to gum up the works. Advance with that 1 strength point. They can sacrifice 1 strength point of artillery and not get demoralized. I think they're actually going to do that. Pin all these guys. It's a total desperation move that would really make absolutely no sense. This is kind of gamey, but we're going to do it just to show you what can happen within the rules that sometimes it really doesn't make sense, but we're doing it. All right, and so technically this guy can bombard 5 against 6 is still a 1 to 2. Well, now that we've got this, I still think we want to retreat. So if we had better than 1 to 2, so 1 to 2 odds. Oops, I didn't show it to you. It was here. This guy, he could also have bombarded, but it doesn't help. 5, 6, 3 doesn't matter. So 1 to 2 odds with the 5 is attack or retreat. So this guy here does retreat. The artillery, I'll keep him on top. So they do have a little bit of a line still. A very desperately thin line over here. But they do get another victory point for that turn 4. All right. So right now, though, the French have killed 10, 18, 21. And the Allies have killed 5 plus 4, 9. That's 21 to 9. They're way behind. If by some total miracle they can still hold Quatre at the end, the extra 5 minutes, I don't think it's going to be enough, but maybe with these extra troops here zipping along, they have a chance. So that was 2 turns. We're going to call it quits here. 1800 hours. June 16th is our next point. There's 1, 2, 3 day turns and 1 night turn. There's no fighting in the night turn. The only thing that you need to do is count up those 5 points if you're the person that still controls Quatre. All right, folks, Meandering Mike, Man Cave of Madness. This is 44 minutes. We're into that. We're going to say bye to Scully. Everyone take care, and ciao.